Welcome to our talk show. Before we begin, we would like to make a disclaimer that everything mentioned in this show comes from personal experiences and opinions. We may refer to biblical references and teachings from the man of God, Prophet Philip Banda, but these are also subject to personal interpretation. Our goal is to share our perspectives and experiences, and we encourage our viewers to seek guidance and counsel from trusted sources before making any significant decisions in their lives. Furthermore, the views expressed in this show may not represent the views of Impact for Christ Ministries. We acknowledge that everyone has their own unique journey and circumstances, and what may have worked for us may not necessarily apply to others.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's live youth talk show.
How are you, Peter?
I'm good.
How was your week so far? Because only Wednesday.
It was okay.
It's okay so
Yes.
far.
It's good to have you here, bro.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah, because Peter never likes to be in front of the camera.
Yes.
So this is lovely for us to finally have him join us.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, going into what we're talking about today, there's a lot of young Christians, or Christians in general, tend to, on Sundays, they put on a different face, different personality, they put on a mask. And this is a common problem amongst many Christians.
Yep.
So, today's topic is unmasking yourself or removing your mask,
Mm-hmm.
So, just gonna talk about the authenticity of people. How people are hypocrites, basically. They come to
Yes.
church on Sunday, they put up this mask, holier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
But we know you were Saturday night,
Exactly.
which is okay. For me personally,
To pretend.
don't to pretend like if you knew you were in the club on Saturday, it's okay. Come to church on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's okay. But is it okay to pretend? That's what he was asking.
Yeah, behaving as if you didn't go to the club.
Okay, so someone who goes clubbing on a Saturday night and they're coming to church on Sunday, how are they supposed to act?
No, you act yourself.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of decorum,
Yes.
like in terms of, don't come show that you're having a hangover.
No, come. That one, come.
No, come as you are.
Come
Yeah,
as you
come-
are. If you are
come as you
hanging, wear your sunglasses in church. You know to come to church hanging. Ha, guys. What?
Sitting
Hey,
in the front seat with sunglasses on.
praise and worship. How loud praise and worship is. Yo.
Club.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
yo, 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 yo.
But yeah, that's one of the common problems that a lot of Christians have.
Mhm.
Or not even Christians, like people in
Everyone
general.
has that.
Like wherever you go, you have a different personality. Like let's say you're at work, you act different, and when you're at home, you act different. So what do you guys think are some of the reasons that people may decide to feel or to act different, to put on a mask?
For me personally, I don't know if it's putting on a mask. I wouldn't say it's putting on a mask. I think different places require a different, not that it's still you, but it's just a different version of you.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that
Like
makes sense.
how someone is with like a 13-year-old and how they are with a 3-year-old,
Yes.
they will be slightly different. So obviously at work, you have to be professional because obviously this is where you're getting paid. This is how you this is where you're living. Whereas then if you are in like a casual settings with friends and stuff like that. So for example, let's say, I work in an agency. An agency life, we know every Fridays is drinks. So
So you
obviously,
drink every Friday.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
That's nice. of you to ask.
yeah.
No, we're not judging.
yeah.
You're unmasking.
You're
yourself.
Yeah, but
Masculine.
sometimes, okay, not every Friday because obviously drinking every Friday gets tiring.
Yeah.
So most Fridays, yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, like if I'm drinking at work, I have to understand I'm drinking with colleagues and stuff like that. So I was grateful that my mom did speak to me and think, listen, yes, this is how you guys are at work and stuff like that. But be aware that when you are drinking at work, that you have to come back on Monday.
Yeah.
You don't want to be getting sloshed and then, hey, did you see Uluto? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, right?
What's going down?
You know, and then if I could get sloshed like that with friends, because it's like it's friends, you're not now. I won't be embarrassed. Even when you do get really wasted in friends, it's still actually embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know. Now imagine you getting embarrassed with people who don't technically care about you.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's just where you are, you have to choose who you which person, which side of you you're showing. I think wearing a mask, for example, would be, for me personally, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's when someone's like, they're like yes to this and then tomorrow they no to it. That's being a hypocrite. That's for me personally.
Well, I hear you. I think I do.
I think I understand what you're trying to say. For me, it's like code switching.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's similar to code switching, where you have a personality based on your environment, like you said. But then I also feel like masking yourself could be pretending to be someone you're not.
Yes.
Code switching is like, this is who I am, but just with you and with you. But having a mask on is having a whole different personality that no one has ever seen, that you're just bringing up for that person or that
Okay.
situation.
So it's like, let's say you're with someone. Let's say I invite you to work, my
Yes.
workplace, and you see how I'm acting, and you're like, "Hi, bo, Luto.
Yes.
This is you." Then you see how I am here. So I think maybe in that sense.
But if you invite him to your workplace and he sees how you are at your workplace,
yes.
is that you putting on a mask?
Or is that
Or
you
is that
at
you
your
actually-
workplace?
How
You are at work.
Because we just spoke now that it's code switching and unmasking. So
Yeah.
like, you know, it also depends on the people you're around
Yes.
and your environment. So like, does that mean that when you go to work, like when you take me to your workplace and you act a different way, is that you actually not putting on the personality, or is you having a different personality?
I think what would be funnier is I invite you to my workplace and then you try to fit in. And I'm like, this is not who you are every day.
But that's, is it me wearing a mask?
Yes,
Or is it me
because
code
that's
switching?
not you. You're trying to look good to a new community,
Okay. Oh yes.
but that's not who you are.
valid.
Yeah.
Valid point. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my personal. That's the yeah. So what he said. So I think it's you being a completely. Obviously, there's certain. I feel like there probably are certain situations where you're like, I don't know, when you're like, oh, I didn't. Maybe you can be like, oh, I didn't know there was this side of you,
Yes.
right? Compared to being like, and then
You shock me.
like, wow, like you like I've like, hi, bo, who's this? Like, is this still Ruben?
Guys, I'm a bit like torn.
Okay.
Like, you know, the whole switching sides, switching personality. I still feel like that's masking yourself.
In a sense, yes.
In a sense, yes.
Yes, because if with you I act different,
Yes.
and then with another person I act different,
Yes.
there's a mask somewhere. That's just
Yes.
how I'm seeing it.
Yes.
But okay, let's talk about the reasons why people wear masks, because that was your question.
Yes.
So I think the reason why people wear masks is number one, to protect themselves.
From what?
So, for example, let's do work, school, I guess, work and school,
You don't have to be embarrassed.
right? So you portray yourself in a particular way to protect yourself. That maybe you don't want to be bullied, you don't want to be seen
So
in a
in
particular.
essence, there's shame behind.
Yeah, like you don't want to be seen as a, let's say, I don't know what's really trending now. Let's say anime, but anime 20 years ago,
Was cartoons.
right?
Yeah,
So like, if let's say someone really liked it, okay, something that's trending now, so-called nerds, right?
Yeah.
So-called nerds. I'm not I don't want to discriminate anyone. So
I hear you.
nerds,
Yeah.
right? 20 years ago, nerds full on to be made fun of. 20, and someone who like they'll probably hide their nerdy
Yes.
self. Like, let's say you're a guy, for example, you're a black guy, and with your friends you listen to hip hop, but deep down you know Mozart is your man. You know you like your classical music.
Yeah.
And
Some
obviously,
Beethoven.
yeah, exactly. So obviously, when you're with your friends, you're gonna be like, "Yo, now I'm gonna play Beethoven and Mozart." So you're also gonna be like, "No, I'm gonna listen to Jay-Z. I'm gonna listen to this
Okay.
and this
Oh,
and
yes.
this to protect yourself."
Okay.
So I think it's because people are trying to protect themselves, and like I said earlier on, I think also the environment you're in, like how I am, maybe not that I don't think there's that much of a difference compared to who I am, like with my family and at work, because technically or at school we spend most of our time with these people. We're spending
Yes.
like 8 hours
Yes.
a day. So
Your
technically,
true
who
character will come
yeah,
out
so
regardless.
technically who you are at school or work is technically who you actually are, because that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
I think, okay, based on what you just said, I think the hiding part is like your character, your personality. You're hiding that
Yeah.
and changing it in order to fit in because of
Yes.
shame or embarrassment. But then once you are the same person, you're the same person everywhere you go, but you just do different things
Yes.
with different people. And that's like switching codes. That's what I think.
That's a good point. Another reason also why people might wear a mask is because of competition. They want to
Competition
they want to seem or look like they are better than another person. They just want, or they feel like they want to fit in, like let's say to a specific group. For example, you go to a private school and at home you're not
Yes.
really
You're not doing
financially
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
But those guys, they are the people you surround yourself with. So you put on that mask to say, oh, I'm okay.
Let
you
me
know?
show them.
So competition, say, oh, I'm better than you, or we are at the same level, something like that. So I think also that's another reason why people tend to wear masks.
Yeah. And also maybe let's go back to the church example, right? So let's say you dress a bit, especially dress code. That tends to be, people tend to really like, we even call it your Sunday best.
Yeah.
So because I think maybe it's also like how you grew up, that could contribute to how
Oh,
you dress at
yes.
church, right? So instead of you, like for me personally, if you're young, dude, come to church in jeans and a crop top.
Yeah.
Like that's how you dress.
Yeah,
Like, and I think I'm grateful that we have that platform at church
Yeah.
to like the youth. We're able to come as we are, with the tracksuits, wear our
She
jeans.
was specific. She said youth. If you're an older woman wearing crop top, you might tempt some of us.
Okay, he didn't say that. I didn't say that. But I'm just saying because it's normally youngsters who are showing a lot of skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So I'm grateful that even like with the prophet, that he has really said, no, let them come as they are.
Exactly.
So like even like in my department, I've seen like even when I'm serving, I'll wear like a high-waisted skirt with like a crop top.
Yeah.
And I look decent.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Sorry. we pay attention.
All right. Okay, slow down there, Peter.
So I think how one dresses is probably dictated because at home, like, yo, now, or maybe that church, people, you can't dress like this. You're going to make the men fall. You're going to tempt the men and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's why people might dress a particular, because in the club it's dark, nobody can even see you, and also in the club you want to dress your best,
But no one can see you.
Yeah, no one can see you.
Yeah,
You're trying to dress your
but you still
best.
want to.
Okay.
I guess that's where the mask is, right?
Okay.
You have the crowd in your head.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
Yeah.
like, I'll be seen.
But even
Yeah.
at church, the crowd is still there. That's why you're
Yes.
deciding to completely wear.
Yes, but the people who see you regardless will be looking.
Yeah. No
Saying,
matter what
that
you.
girl has a short skirt and everyone's judging you.
So no matter what you wear, I guess.
Yeah.
If people are going to look, if someone's looking for it, you'll find it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, valid. But like, no, actually, there's no but. That's very valid. If you're
Yes.
coming to church, come as you are. Like, if
Yeah.
we're talking about church specifically.
Yeah.
Like, you spoke more for ladies,
Yeah.
wear crop top, and
Yeah.
if you're a guy and you enjoy shorts, who said you can't come to church with shorts?
Hey,
Exactly.
come with that. What do they call them? Rugby shorts.
Yeah, the ones that.
Those ones that come all the way up.
Yeah, and also there's just people who like dressing funky.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just very
Colourful.
funky, very colorful, very funky. They roll up their pants like me
They
sometimes.
wear
I
rainbow
don't really-
flags on there.
Yeah, rainbow flags. Come as you are. Like, there's no need to actually put on a mask, especially when coming to church,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is something we're actually going to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, actually, let's talk about it now.
Yeah.
When you come to church,
Yes.
you shouldn't wear a mask.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. Because at the end of the day, church is a place
Yes.
for you to receive help.
Yes, church is a hospital.
Yeah.
basically.
So for you to be acting like everything is hunky dory and it's not, how you're gonna receive help.
Exactly.
And even what does prophet say? Don't let how you look stand in the way of your deliverance,
Yes.
or something like that.
Something like that.
Sorry, prophet. Something like that. He's like, don't like how you are and how you regard yourself come in the way of
your
you, or how
deliverance.
you want to be regarded
Yeah.
come in the way of your deliverance.
Yeah.
So like going back, like I'm grateful that we have been given the opportunity to really, obviously, like don't like come in like you didn't like brush yourself or anything
of
like
course.
that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, to come as you are and like don't hide it, because if you do it, I'm sure there are 5 other people who do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing also, God deals with real people as well.
Mm.
So, you know, if you come acting all, not to say that God, the grace won't locate you if you're putting on a mask, but like, you know, the real you is what God is going to deal with anyway when you come to church. So there's no point in showing yourself in a way that you are not actually, you know, like portraying yourself in a way that you're not actually that way. There's no point in that.
Yes.
Like, as I think in the Bible, Matthew 11 verse 28 says,
Quote.
Yes, when I even said
Quote.
scripture and verse, what? Ta-ta.
Quote.
this is just Bible knowledge, don't be
Okay.
deceived.
Okay.
But Matthew 11,
Before you continue, okay, say it.
no, you say,
I'd like for us to take a break.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so say what you need to say.
Yeah, Matthew 11:28. Come to me as you are, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I hope I got that right, but it's Bible
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah.
Sounds.
Sounds
I just
right.
hope it's in the right place you said it's in.
Yeah, same.
Somebody will be looking.
there.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess we can continue the conversation right after the break.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you
be
so much.
back.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for staying tuned in and for tuning in if you just tuned in. I'm sure you can see the change of scenery. Change of scenery.
Yeah, we
Is it-
decided
is
to
it
be
me?
one.
Yeah, it's because of you.
No.
It's a
Thank you,
special
thank you.
episode
Incorrect.
for you,
We decided to be one with
Brady.
nature.
Why
Gaslight,
joking.
can't you just
gaslight him at least.
You know, I'm always behind the scenes.
No, it's because of you. Because you know, today
Yeah.
you said yes to being in front of the camera
my
instead
Because
of behind
it's
the
you.
scene.
It's
Thank you.
Peter.
It's Peter.
I said, let's take it outside
Yeah.
Hmm,
where the sun is shedding.
correct.
Because load shedding won't affect us when we're here.
When we're outside.
Correct.
But now the sun has shedded also.
No, that's just nature doing its
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess.
thing. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, before the break, we were actually talking about how you should come to church with the authentic you, the real you. And then I mentioned Matthew 11 verse 28. And yeah, we went on a break immediately after that. What can you guys actually say on that?
Quote
what?
your scripture again.
No.
What can we say on what again?
About coming to church
As you are.
as you are,
As you are,
authentic.
okay.
The real
Authentically.
you, because God deals with real people.
I think for me personally, I think it's best to come, but so Jesus accepts you as you are,
Yeah,
but then he loves us too much for us to remain the way we are.
exactly.
So we should also embrace the change that comes with going to church and like the change in character and stuff like that. So, and yeah, you look back at your old ways and be like, oh, you know, I used to do this and do that, which I think it's good because then that is your testimony. It's how you can like reach out. So for me personally, I was a rock star. I took it.
Where?
I said, woo,
You were or you are?
I'm less now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. And I think because of like church, I would still come. Like I remember this one Sunday. I got home late that morning. Must I say the time?
Say it.
I got home at 6 a.m.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, 6 a.m.
I said, Luto, once upon a time you used to come, you're getting ready, you were at church praying, look at you. Now you're coming back from the club.
You went to church that day, though.
I went to church that day. I just you know why I told myself? I said I need balance because the Friday before I was
Down.
there. I said, and then Saturday
you
I
went.
was there. I said, no. I just told myself. I said, Sunday,
Okay.
going to church.
Some balance.
I said, no, we need balance in
Yeah.
this. So, and church at least finishes at like 1 or something. So I think I didn't sleep long. Obviously, I probably slept for like 3-4 hours. 10 o'clock, I was up getting ready to go to church. And so, so if you do go to like a church of ours, it's nice because, even if you come, my thing is, even if you come when Prophet is saying shalom,
As long as you're there.
As long
as long
you're
as you
there,
came,
you received that shalom.
like, as long as you came. And I remember, you see, and he was finishing when I came that Sunday. And I remember I was walking up, and Prophet said, he asked the congregation, are you happy with the way you're living your life? I said, yo.
Yo.
Right, yeah.
I said, yo. I said, okay, let me. And obviously, we didn't have the other tent, so I sat outside under the trees and everything. And then Prophet came out. Yo. Then he came and he spoke to me. I'm grateful because then I would have not received what I received that day if I didn't go.
Yes.
I came in my head, I'm thinking back, I'm like, yo. Now I'm looking at myself. I still had like lash glue in my eyes. But you see, I came, even though I was a rock star the night before. But it's because it's a choice.
Yeah.
So you need to
Can
also.
you dance?
I can move. I don't say I can like dance.
Okay.
Like,
You're the one
Moving is dance. Dancing is movement. innit?
I can move.
Yeah.
No, because when you sing dance, I'm thinking how you dance and how Ruben dances. And
How Ruben dance.
How you dance? I've never seen myself dancing.
I've also not seen
You teach me how to dance.
you
but-
So-
taught me how to
anyway,
So, what was I saying?
you were saying
dance.
how
You're
you had
saying how
makeup.
Yeah.
Oh,
your
lash
eyelash.
glue.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I was saying it was because of a decision.
You're okay.
So even if that happens and you are going through that, like your city girl phase or your city boy phase, like make an active decision to come to church, because one way or another, that the pull of the world it's gonna pull you.
And the
Yeah.
pull of the world is actually very strong.
It's very strong. Like, when I went through that phase, I could really feel like the fight of me going to church.
Like, not today.
I was like, oh no, not today. Oh no,
Maybe next week.
maybe next week. And so then it happens like that. So you as a person need to take that that decision to be like, actually no, I'm gonna go to church.
Yeah.
Like no matter what happens, even if I come in and Prophet is saying shalom, at least my foot touched holy land.
Yes.
So I think and make that active choice to always want to come to church, because what happens is when you choose to continue wanting to go to church, that then grows.
Exactly.
So then the pool of the world becomes
Less
less. Not that, like Ruben asked, not that I don't completely not do these things, but I do it less.
yeah, it's a slow process. Pole.
Yeah.
Pole, pole.
And so that's why I don't like also rush yourself if you are going through like, no, now I'm at church now. No, take your time.
Now I'm saved.
Now I'm saved. No, I can't do this anymore. That's
I'm
because of
born
my
again.
power.
I
Nana.
died and I returned.
Correct. Jesus found me.
Jesus found me.
So like,
I walk on water like Peter.
Like Peter.
Oh my days. We are not the same.
so I do think it's an active decision one has to take, that okay, yes, this is what I'm doing, but take that decision to want to go to church, because the more you choose to go to church, like church will also then choose you.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So
I think you actually give a very, very great example, because
Yeah.
you said you got home from partying or grooving at 6 a.m. in the
6
morning, and you
a.m.
slept and you woke up and still said, no, I'm going to
yeah,
church.
I said
And that's-
I'm going.
Yeah, that's a very great example, because there's a lot of people, not only who go to parties
Yeah.
and come back
for
and-
anything.
for
work,
anything. Like, let's say you
whatever.
sinned.
Yeah.
Let's say you sinned and now you're ashamed of your own
You went
sin.
laughing. Even if you drop it off, please come.
Exactly. Even
Exactly,
if you
yes.
dropped off like the night before.
Night before.
Even that Sunday, that
Even the Sunday
That
morning.
Sunday
early morning
morning.
And
hours.
sometimes you dropped off alone.
Yes.
It's not as if you're
Yeah.
doing it with someone.
Even alone.
So you see, with that, as I said before the break, Matthew 11:28, come to me as you are and I will give you rest. Because we're speaking about how church is a hospital.
Yeah.
So with that sin that you've, what is the point of church if you're staying away
Coming
from church to
Get
hide
out.
your
yeah.
sin?
Don't be like,
Get
and I
out.
understand, and guys, I know it. That thing of like, guys, I did this and this yesterday.
Yeah, I
No.
also know it. Like, because you
He
feel
feels-
so. Sometimes you feel like
Yo,
the prophet is
You
just
see
gonna
that,
call you.
and you start sweating.
It's like he's
Start
looking
And you
at
know
you.
what?
Oh
I
my
feel like what's
days.
interesting is sometimes, I don't know, I feel like even when you've done these things, it'll be the day he'll probably like decide to smile or laugh
Yes,
at you.
and he
Yeah.
smiles.
Or it'll be the day he's checking on you and you know you
Oh
did the
my
things
days.
Yeah.
that were not adding up.
I'm telling you, you start sweating, and I'm shooting. Some days I'm shooting and you start sweating. Like, oh my days, I shouldn't have went out yesterday.
He'll talk to you through the camera you're shooting. Yeah,
I
but
should've
moral
went
of the
out.
story is, no matter like what you did, as you spoke, partying,
Be real.
smoking, beer, just
Yeah.
come to church as you are.
Yeah.
Be real.
Honestly, come
And
as you
Also,
are.
another thing is when you're masking, but you consistently going to church, the truth that you hear starts doing this to you, starts
That's
slapping
slapping
you.
Yeah,
Then you start feeling like taking off the mask.
exactly.
The time comes for that.
And also, the prophet always emphasizes what you hide will
Yes.
kill you. So, what are you hiding behind that mask?
Yeah.
What are you hiding behind that mask?
So that's personally, like, don't hide it, but in what you're doing, because we mentioned like the pull of the world, it will
It'll still
it,
pull.
it will pull, but make that active decision to saying I'm going to church this Sunday. I'm going. So let's say you skipped one Sunday, so don't beat yourself up if you do skip a Sunday. But like, okay, I skipped last week Sunday. Let's try again this week.
Yeah.
Even if you're there, like I said, even if Prophet is saying shalom,
Yeah.
come,
there.
just come.
Just like being in the presence.
Yeah.
Like, because the Holy Spirit is there, so you
Yeah.
can just go there and like just being in that presence, being in that
Yeah.
atmosphere.
And also like interacting with others, because I think what's really nice though also
Motivate you.
yeah, when you see others, when someone's also like, it happens a lot when we haven't seen someone for a while, like, oh my gosh, I'm so
Yeah,
happy to see
welcome
you.
back
you.
to Impact for Christ.
You're like, oh my
Gosh,
days.
I'm so happy to see you. And it's like, then you see that, oh, you know what, they actually like, they care about me.
Yeah.
So
I should come again next
yeah.
week.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
I should
yeah.
come early this time. To
Exactly.
So and so,
yeah,
but you're
Yeah.
not there for so and so.
no, but even if you are there for so and so,
It helps.
it
helps
can,
keep you
it can
in.
help you.
Yeah.
So if you are so and so, and you know someone is coming because you are so and so, continue coming because
Yeah.
that person.
Like how Ruben used to come for girls.
Correct.
Used
Okay.
to.
That,
Yeah.
Oh, you still?
No.
It's okay. It's
But
a safe
yeah,
space.
yeah, I used to. Like, guys, Impact for Christ Ministries is beautiful.
Beautiful
girls.
woman. That's the truth.
Bro. So
That's
like
the truth.
every Sunday, like I'll say, who am I going to talk to today? But you know that.
Who I'm going to talk to today?
But that is what's making me like go to church. But in that process, I'm also like being saved.
Saved,
The
yeah.
teachings that I'm listening to, that are coming, and one day in life when I'm going through something, I'll just remember, the prophet
Oh, the
said
prophet
this,
said
You
this.
see?
But
and
that
it's
has
slowly
happened to me
transforming me.
before.
Yeah.
Where you register a message when you're about to do something wrong.
Yeah.
Then like, oh, nah, the prophet said.
Yeah.
Or a church, stuff like that.
Yeah, what you're saying. I remember a prophet used to ask this question: where was the Holy Spirit before you sinned? It's not like the Holy Spirit didn't say no. You chose to. You think you can sin nicely when you have these
You have
teachings?
this teaching
Yeah.
in your head. You
do it.
can't.
You can't, even
You
when
be
you know
doing
you're.
it and you
you're
know
like-
the punishment.
Yeah,
also.
and you're like, you know what? And even if we do wrong, right? You'd be like, you know what? Even if, because sometimes I'm sure we can be stubborn as
Yes.
humans. Be like, anyway, I'm just gonna do it. Especially if you're doing it because everyone else is doing it. Like, no, I'm still gonna do it. I'm young. I must do these things now. Otherwise, when am I gonna do them? So sometimes you'll do it, and you'll hear that. Are you sure? There'll be that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll be there. You'll be ignorant, saying, Holy Spirit, not right now. Actually, No.
Wait, what? You're telling the Holy Spirit not right now?
not like not right now,
Yeah.
but how you're acting is not.
Oh,
Your
okay.
brain
Not
not
right now.
judge. Your conscience is telling
Yeah,
you
you're
no,
co-
and you're
yeah,
like,
but-
You're like,
pause, man,
Yeah.
pause.
Pause.
She's pretty this time. Give me a chance.
So then I think it's also because going back to what I had said earlier on, that when people are like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a long time, so happy to
Yes.
see you. So this is also important as then us as the church not to judge,
Yes.
that we accept. That's why I think people also, we mentioned
Wear-
it,
wear
wear masks. It's because they
Yes.
don't want to be judged.
Yeah, don't
So
be
if
judged.
someone's coming in, no matter their background, whether they're lesbian, whether they smoke, whatever their
Whatever
background
they are.
is, accept them for who they are. We shouldn't make them feel judged when they are joining us, or when someone's confessing that, I had 500 abortions, then, like we should
So, in essence, we also play a role.
Exactly.
In people
wearing
masking
Yeah.
themselves.
Their masks. Oh, correct.
And that's actually one of, as we spoke up, hiding behind a mask is one of the problems that many Christians face. And also another problem that Christians have is being very judgmental.
Yes.
Yes.
So we, like, as you said now, like we play a role in people hiding behind a mask. So you raise a good point when you're talking about people being judgmental.
Yeah. So just embrace your friends. Like, don't be judgmental. Always, just be open.
Yeah,
Because Jesus loved them the way they are.
exactly. You know, when like someone comes to church dressing this particular way, and then you see the old mamas are looking at this person like, you can feel the judgment in the
Oh,
eyes.
that happened to me once in my early days at church.
Oof.
So,
Can you imagine?
oh, I was wearing, and guys, mind you, that dress is cute. Till this day, I still stand that dress cute. I was killing it. I was killing it. So it was like a cute little like short dress, right? Yo, I entered and I could feel like how people were looking. I just told myself, I said, I don't want to make anyone feel the way how I felt
How
that
you
day.
felt.
Yeah,
So that's why I think like a couple of like earlier on this week, I wore like a cute white dress, and then yes, it's slightly short, but I was like, I'm gonna wear this so someone can be like, you know what, Luto's coming as she is.
Yeah.
Like, so at least when you see me dressed somewhere, you're not gonna be like, hi, Bo Luto, this is Kanti how you
Yeah.
dress.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
You'll be surprised. You'll see her walking with a skinny jean, but the church has got those long dress.
Yeah, those
Like, hey.
those church sisters. They wear
Mm.
long dresses.
Like I've met someone at a party. Like we never knew. Like you don't know you'll meet someone that you know at church at a party, and you see each other and you lock eyes. You're like, oh my days, this person knows me like this
Yeah.
now. That's where the mask comes in. Now you're like, oh, so now I have to stop partying so that I go to church.
Yeah.
So when they see me outside, they just see me with my Bible or whatever. But that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is have fun, go out, but the time will come to stop. But right now you're masking the part of you that wants to enjoy.
Yeah. So I think that's really important. Like, don't judge others, because as Peter said and you guys have said,
Yeah.
that aids people to wearing
Yes.
masks.
Start masking.
So yeah, that's why people I think wear masks.
Yeah, and also in your judging, you also have your own faults. You also have your own places where you fall short, because as we mentioned, church is a hospital.
Yeah.
No one there is clean. No one there is perfect. So imagine you judging someone for how they're behaving or something they're going through or their confession, but you know yourself that
You see in others what you see in yourself.
exactly, and you probably what you're judging the person for is probably worse. Like what
Yes.
you are doing is worse than what you're judging
Yeah,
the person
yeah,
for.
yeah.
So we can say that judging, let's stop it.
Yeah. And you had touched earlier on with like the examples with people wearing masks about the different lifestyles.
Yes.
So people probably wear masks because I'm known for going to these places, I'm known for wearing these brands. And life will life. What? Life will life where you can't be going to those places and you can't wear what you're known for
Got
wearing.
fired in Santon, so we can't see you around Santon anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it's also lifestyle probably contributes to that, who you are, like your friendship circles, which hey, well, what's that saying, when days are dark, friends are few.
Yeah, when days are dark, friends of you.
So I think that's why people wear masks, to maintain the circle they're in, to maintain the friends that they have. Yeah, I think it's just mostly, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, it's just protection, to protect yourself,
Yes.
to protect your social standing in society, because and not that downgrading is not a nice process. It's like, I've gone through it. It's not for the weak.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been up for so
Especially
long.
when you've been up and you know a particular a lifestyle, it's hard to adjust. So you're wearing this mask that, no, I'm used to doing this, I'm used to going to these places. Now when you and your like now let's say you want to go somewhere, you and your friends, maybe if you're going with your friends, you're going out with your friends, you're not spending 1,000 is little. And obviously life like happens that you can't
1,000 is little.
you get what I'm saying? With some people, like 1,000 rand, like
Nice
1,000
life.
rand. If I have 1,000 rand in my pocket, it's not gonna be enough. But I do feel like that pressure comes mostly with guys, because it's guys who have to like pay for things and stuff like that. For that, my heart really goes out to you.
That's why me, I don't go out.
Yeah, I hear people go out on dates for like 2,000, 1,000.
Bro, and I'm thinking, where you going? Where you sending someone? Where you?
And that on its own is also wearing a mask. Like, let's say you don't have.
That's not the money you
That's
have.
not the money you have,
But
but it's
you're
the money you're
pretending-
portraying to have. That
To win a
could be
girl.
To win a
Now
girl.
you win this girl. Now she thinks, and I guess your girls talk. So girls be like, oh no, I want to date with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what? Oh, his money. So then you be like, no, he has money. Then you don't have money.
Yeah.
Don't
And,
do that.
and like, as the same way that God deals with real people, the same way that that girl will love the real you, not the one that you're trying to be. Like, if you show her
maybe
that,
another girl, if she likes money,
Yeah,
maybe
Yeah,
another
so it
Yeah.
depends on the. But also, know your type.
yes.
yeah, I know your type, man. But you know, like, if you can just be authentic and say, oh no, I don't have as much, but you know, just a little.
Yeah, or if you want, you can be honest. Be like, listen, I like you.
Mm.
And I see how you are. I cannot afford you. But it's also you and yourself. You know, maybe one day you can afford, or maybe I know some guys. Even though sometimes I'm like, well, have you tried? Maybe she doesn't mind like building and growing with you. Some guys will be like, no, I'm working on myself. Then I can start like going out. So I guess it depends on each person.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
But also, that on its own is wearing a mask, like trying to impress a girl or trying to impress a guy by showing that you have money, or for ladies wearing a certain way, like
Makeup.
yeah,
That's
or
not you.
makeup.
That's a
That's
whole
actually a
mask.
mask when you're putting on makeup.
First of all, actually, pause.
Okay, relax. We're not
Excuse
we're
me.
not going there, but like
But it's not a mask. It can be. I know some people can use it. It can. It can be. Some people can use it to hide insecurities.
Yes.
It can be.
But
Beauty. You want to look beautiful, and then you put those huge
Lashes.
eyelashes.
the ones where when you blink
When you
fast.
blink, you start flying.
Clearly, you guys have seen these things, eh?
Anyway.
It's everywhere. Sorry.
Okay. So I think, yeah, being who you are, accepting yourself also for who you are. And I think another important thing is, because we were speaking about like things, forgiving yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I think forgiving yourself as a person that
it's a big one.
maybe you broke someone's heart and you threw that person's heart on the floor. Like you broke it and now you're judging yourself. Forgive yourself. Hopefully, go if you're still in contact with that person. If you want, you can go and apologize and say, I'm sorry. Forgive yourself. Be kind to yourself. I do think sometimes as Christians, we tend to be really hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
That, especially like as young Christians, especially because like Christians stereotypically like get married young, which is good. But if you don't get married at that like young thing, you're like, yo, Sarah got married at 22. She was on baby 3. I don't even have a fish.
Now I'm waiting. I'm 25.
Yo, I'm
You're turning 30 next year. Like,
30s now, and next year you're 30.
and there's no hope.
And there's your
like there's no one I'm talking to.
like,
Yeah.
and then now you're just gonna settle with anyone. Like,
You just choose random.
like yeah, like forgive yourself, take time, be patient with yourself.
That's a very, very good point.
Very good
I agree
point.
with that.
Yeah.
Forgiving yourself, it also comes like, you know, if you don't forgive yourself, you could also be wearing a mask by pretending, you know, like you're not. I'm not making sense, am I?
You're trying to
You're
look
trying. You're trying. We were listening.
Yeah.
That's why we both turned and paused.
Like, you know, you're not forgiving yourself, but like in you not forgiving yourself, that's also wearing a mask.
good. Explain.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yes, please. For those at home.
Okay, no, actually, let's brush it off.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but guys.
I thought Robin was gonna
thought
Ruben
you
was
had some-
gonna
Cook.
cook. He said
It left my mind.
that's
I was trying to
it.
flip the egg and fell off the pan.
But yeah, guys.
So I think we keep saying that God does deal with real people, authentic people. Be you, boo boo. Because if you're gonna be, the prophet even says, don't be a photocopy.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't be a photocopy. Be you, and the world is gonna adjust.
It's your story. You're the main character.
Correct.
We are just living. We are NPCs,
No.
non-playable characters
We are-
in your
we are
life.
all main
no, in your-
characters,
yes.
but in your life,
Yeah, in your
you're
life,
a main
you're
character.
the main character.
What they said. What they said. So I think going to like as we're about to close, that church is a hospital.
Yeah.
That you don't have to pretend that you're this holier than thou person because you're not. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. And it's okay that you're not.
But besides church, as you go on with your day-to-day life, at work, at school, still be the authentic person, because people actually fall in love with someone
Yeah.
who's authentic, someone who's original, and people actually look up to you for your authenticity. So besides coming to church as you are, being the authentic, like just in general,
Yeah.
on your day-to-day life, work,
Yeah.
school, social, parties. If like me, go to party with Keeper, That's who you are. Go to party with cross, like just in general, like not only in church, like
Yeah, yeah,
school, work.
yeah.
Be authentic, be original.
Yes.
And,
Yeah. And
Yeah. I
anything
believe
from you?
that. Nah. I concur.
You come around
concur.
there.
Define concur.
Ah, well.
You're putting on a must to know English. I'm joking.
Okay.
Oh,
So for me, yes, what Ruben said, and also there's still a responsibility in you being authentic.
Yes.
Like, doesn't mean being careless and being sloppy and
Oh,
be like,
yes.
this is who I am.
Yeah.
That's what I was meant to say.
Yeah.
Like, this is who I am, and this is like, like, accept change, embrace it, accept correction if it does come your way. So be who you are,
Yes.
don't hide it, but also in that there's being responsible in
Yeah.
it.
So basically, what you're saying is, it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be yourself.
Yeah.
But it's not all the time that being yourself is the right way to be.
No. Okay, example. Let's say,
Okay, let's say like. Oh yeah, go with your example.
so let's go with me partying, right? I could have taken it to the top until, and I'm getting, but obviously if I'm taking it to
Till
the,
you see you dancing on the table in those videos. You know those videos?
so let's say like you're partying, but now let's say partying starts affecting certain things. So let's say outside of church, it's affecting work. Now I'm coming to work late. Or if I was in a relationship, my partying is affecting my relationship. Okay, then let's go to church. Let's say I have a certain assignment here at church. You decided to, let's say you're leading Rise and Shine.
Yeah.
Saturday, you're deciding to conquer.
out all night.
Yeah. You're right. And then you don't rock up to Rise and Shine because you partied a little too hard. In that, be responsible.
Yes.
So if you want to go to I wouldn't advise it. But if let's say it's a friend's birthday and you're leading Rise and Shine, go to the birthday. But you can be open about the
Yes,
fact,
I'm
hey
leaving
guys,
early.
I have to leave early.
Yeah.
I have to be up early tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So that's what I mean in responsibility. So you're still being you, and you're still going to that responsibility you said you'd go to, but then you're letting them know that actually I have this and this the following day.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
you being you and doing there still needs to be a sense of responsibility and a decision, because you also need to ask yourself, how long am I going to be like this?
My question, you put it out in a different way, but what I was thinking, like for an example, let's say you're a very messy person, like you just don't clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
And when someone complains about that, you're like, oh, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
So even
nah.
that's a really good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is the real me.
That's
like,
not the real
yeah.
you.
So just because
You're not born dirty.
Yeah, yeah. But like,
Or maybe with the blood or whatever, but they clean you up.
yeah. But just because that's why I was asking, is what you're saying, just because who you are doesn't mean it's the right way to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So there are some qualities about you that you can change, even if you say this is who I am. Some qualities are not acceptable. Some qualities are just, it's not make
I
sure.
think being the real you is accepting even your flaws.
Flaws.
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Yes.
the
Okay.
thing,
So
like for
that
example, you
you know
liking
this is what
girls,
I'm-
you know girls are weakness,
Mm.
so you know
The gigolo.
so you must make sure
Hey yo.
that things are in order, because you know when you see skirt
Yeah.
you go
Guys, no, let's not unmask me like that. Not on a public platform. But yes, that's very true. Like, you're very, very fact.
yeah
Mm.
yeah. So any closing statements?
Yeah. Allow yourself to make mistakes, but don't hide them.
Yeah,
Bring them forward so you can get help.
correct.
Matthew 11:28.
Be you, boo boo. Be you.
And with that being said, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to share with a friend, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes. Let us know what you'd like to see, how we can improve. Just let us know what you'd like to see.
Yeah.
And until we see each other again tomorrow, same time, same place. Shalom.
Bye.